In the realm of big cats, climbing ability is a fascinating subject that reveals a great deal about the evolutionary adaptations and survival strategies of these majestic creatures. When comparing tigers and lions, many wonder which species is more adept at scaling trees and navigating vertical terrains. Although both species are powerful and imposing, their natural habitats, physical structures, and behavioral tendencies have led them to develop different approaches to climbing. In this extensive exploration, we delve into the question, are tigers better climbers than lions? We will examine the anatomy, observed behavior, and ecological pressures that shape the climbing abilities of these big cats. And we'll discuss rare instances when both have been seen taking to the trees for purposes such as hunting or evading threats. Tigers, with their solitary nature and remarkable agility, have been documented displaying an unexpected proficiency in climbing trees. Unlike their larger cousins, tigers are not strictly ground-bound animals. They are capable of impressive feats of vertical movement when the situation demands it. In many parts of their range, particularly in the dense forests and hilly regions of Asia, tigers have been observed climbing trees to survey their surroundings, rest, or even to escape from potential dangers. Their muscular build, combined with powerful forelimbs and a flexible spine, enables them to climb with a certain grace and agility that might surprise those who assume these large predators are clumsy on vertical surfaces. The climbing ability of tigers is partly a result of their evolutionary history. Although they do not reach the acrobatic heights of smaller cats such as the clouded leopard, a species renowned for its tree-climbing prowess, tigers have nonetheless retained enough of the feline's natural climbing instinct to allow them to scale trees when necessary. In some regions, particularly where dense forests offer ample opportunity for arboreal escapes, tigers have been seen hauling themselves up tree trunks to rest on thick branches. These moments are often captured in wildlife documentaries, where a tiger's silhouette can be seen high above the forest floor, surveying its territory with an air of calm dominance. While it is true that tigers may not be as nimble or as light-footed as clouded leopards, they can certainly climb trees that are robust enough to support their considerable weight. In fact, some reports suggest that tigers can ascend to surprising heights when motivated by either the lure of a potential prey or the need to avoid danger, indicating that their climbing skills are both a tool for survival and a testament to their versatility. In contrast, lions have evolved within a very different social and ecological framework, which influences their climbing abilities in significant ways. As social animals that live in prides, lions primarily inhabit open savannas and grasslands where trees are less common or not as tall and dense as those found in forested areas. The lion's lifestyle is built around life on the ground, where cooperative hunting and territorial defense play crucial roles in survival, while lionesses and young lions occasionally exhibit a willingness to climb, particularly when there is a need to escape from threats or to gain a better vantage point. Lions are generally not known for their climbing skills. Adult male lions, with their large manes and heavier builds, often find climbing to be a challenging and awkward endeavor. The sheer weight and size of a full-grown male lion, combined with the additional bulk of its mane, can make it difficult to ascend vertical surfaces. As a result, lions are much more likely to rely on the strength and speed of the ground rather than the potential refuge of the trees. That said, there have been documented instances where lions have taken to the trees. Albeit infrequently, these rare events typically occur when circumstances force a lion to seek a higher ground to avoid confrontation with a rival or to escape a threat such as hyenas or other predators. In some cases, younger lions or lionesses have been observed climbing low-hanging branches, not with the agility of a leopard, but rather in a tentative and cautious manner. Such behavior, though uncommon, suggests that while lions are not natural climbers, they possess a latent ability to use trees when absolutely necessary. The contrast between the climbing abilities of tigers and lions is, therefore, not merely a matter of physical prowess but also one of ecological adaptation. Tigers, with their habitat in dense, forested regions, have retained more of the climbing traits that can be crucial for survival in such environments. Lions, on the other hand, have adapted to a life on open plains where the evolutionary pressure to climb has been much less significant. Examining the anatomical differences between tigers and lions provides further insight into their respective climbing capabilities. Tigers tend to have relatively longer and more muscular forelimbs, which aid in grasping and pulling themselves up when scaling a tree. Their retractable claws are not only formidable tools for capturing prey but also serve as natural hooks that allow them to gain purchase on rough bark and uneven surfaces. The flexibility of a tiger's spine, a trait shared with most felines, enables them to twist and contort their bodies during a climb, facilitating a more efficient ascent. In contrast, the lion's robust build, particularly in males, is optimized for powerful ground-based combat and endurance rather than vertical agility. The lion's limbs are designed to deliver powerful bursts of speed and to engage in fierce physical contests with rivals. While these adaptations make lions formidable hunters and defenders of their territory, they do not necessarily translate into proficiency in climbing. The differences in muscle distribution and skeletal structure mean that even if a lion attempts to climb, it may not achieve the same level of efficiency or reach the same heights as a tiger can. Environmental factors also play a crucial role in shaping the climbing behaviors of these big cats. In regions where trees are sparse, as is often the case in the African savanna where lions are prevalent, there is little evolutionary incentive for the species to develop strong climbing skills. Instead, lions have honed their abilities to run, hide in tall grass, and use their collective strength to dominate open spaces. Conversely, many of the tiger's habitats in Asia are characterized by dense forests and rugged terrain, where the ability to climb can provide a significant survival advantage. In these environments, trees offer not only a means of escape from danger but also a strategic vantage point for surveying the area, ambushing prey, or simply resting safely away from the ground predators. Thus, the evolutionary pressures in these different ecosystems have driven tigers to maintain and refine their climbing abilities, while lions have become specialists in ground-based survival tactics. Rare footage and observational studies from wildlife documentaries have occasionally captured moments when both lions and tigers have climbed trees under exceptional circumstances. In some instances, a tiger may be seen ascending a sturdy tree to survey its territory or to escape from a potential threat. These moments, though infrequent, highlight the tiger's versatility and its ability to adapt its behavior in response to environmental challenges. On the other hand, there have been sporadic reports of lionesses or younger lions venturing into low-hanging branches, usually when seeking refuge from a pack of hyenas or when trying to gain a tactical advantage during a hunt. Such occurrences, while not common, underscore the fact that even species that are not known for their climbing skills can sometimes display unexpected behaviors when faced with the pressures of survival. It is also worth noting that comparisons between the climbing abilities of tigers and lions often bring to mind other big cats that are renowned for their arboreal skills. The clouded leopard, for example, is widely celebrated as one of the most proficient climbers in the feline family, capable of scaling trees with remarkable agility and even hanging upside down from branches. When compared to such specialized climbers, neither tigers nor lions can match the clouded leopard's acrobatic finesse. However, the point of comparison here is not to measure against the best climbers of the feline world, but rather to evaluate the relative climbing abilities of tigers and lions in the context of their own ecological niches. In this regard, tigers have the clear advantage over lions, not because they rival the clouded leopard, but because they have retained a set of climbing skills that allow them to exploit the arboreal aspects of their environment more effectively than lions. The discussion of climbing also leads to broader considerations about the behavioral flexibility and adaptability of these species. Tigers, as solitary hunters, must be versatile in order to secure food, avoid larger predators, and navigate the complex mosaic of their forested habitats. Climbing, even if not a daily activity, represents one of the many survival tools that tigers can employ when the situation calls for it. This versatility is one of the reasons why tigers have managed to thrive in a variety of environments. From tropical rainforests to temperate woodlands, their ability to climb not only helps them avoid danger but can also provide opportunities for hunting that would be unavailable to a strictly ground-bound predator. For example, by climbing a tree, a tiger might be able to surprise an unsuspecting prey or to escape from a rival with a higher ground advantage. Lions, on the other hand, have evolved under the influence of a different set of social and environmental pressures. the social structure of a lion pride, the need to cooperate during hunts, and the dynamics of territorial defense have all contributed to a lifestyle that is primarily focused on terrestrial dominance. While lions are undoubtedly strong and capable, their evolutionary history has not favored the development of specialized climbing abilities. Their interactions with the environment center on coordinated group behavior and ground-level tactics, which have proven to be highly effective in the open landscapes they inhabit. As a result, while lions may occasionally demonstrate an ability to climb, it is not a skill that is central to their survival strategy. In rare instances when both lions and tigers have been observed climbing trees, these moments serve as extraordinary examples of behavioral flexibility in the animal kingdom. Documented cases, though few, show that under conditions of extreme stress or opportunity, even species with a predisposition for terrestrial living can exhibit arboreal tendencies. For tigers, climbing might be a response to the need to avoid a territorial rival or to locate prey that is hidden among the branches. For lions, a climb might occur in a situation where there is an immediate threat that necessitates a quick escape from the ground, such as the presence of a marauding group of hyenas. In these rare moments, the natural instincts of both species come to the forefront, revealing that while they have their primary modes of behavior, they are also capable of surprising adaptability when survival is at stake. In summary, the comparison between tigers and lions in terms of climbing ability reveals a clear divergence that is rooted in their evolutionary histories and ecological niches. Tigers, despite their formidable size and power, have retained a degree of arboreal competence that allows them to climb trees when necessary. This ability, though not as refined as that of a clouded leopard, is nonetheless a valuable asset in the dense, forested environments where tigers are often found. Lions, in contrast, are more adapted to open, terrestrial environments where the pressures of social living and cooperative hunting have not favored the development of advanced climbing skills. While lions can and do climb under certain conditions, their climbing is generally less frequent and less accomplished than that of tigers. The subtle yet significant differences in anatomy, behavior, and habitat preferences contribute to the conclusion that tigers are generally better climbers than lions. This is not to say that lions are incapable of climbing, but rather that the evolutionary pressures and ecological contexts in which tigers live have led them to retain a more versatile set of climbing skills. In the end, the art of climbing is just one facet of the complex survival strategies employed by these magnificent creatures, a fascinating reminder of the myriad ways in which evolution shapes the behavior of animals in response to the challenges of their environments. Thus, while both tigers and lions are icons of strength and power, their abilities to scale trees differ markedly. Tigers, with their leaner, more agile builds and their evolutionary adaptations to forested environments, generally outperform lions in the realm of climbing. Lions, with their emphasis on ground-based power and the cooperative dynamics of pride life, rarely find the need or the ability to venture high into the trees. This difference not only underscores the unique adaptations of each species but also enriches our understanding of the diverse strategies that animals employ to survive and thrive in the wild.